And I suppose you should give yourself time to unwind the things that create pain in your mind. And I say that kindly to people that deserve to be heard for their pain that was pushed upon them from the rain, and people that were quite insane and maybe dangerous for love. I don't hate the poor or weak or people that fall down in the street. I don't hate the people that have never had a chance to cry over things that make them grow, that make them be stronger than the ones that you know. I dislike these things that hate, that darkness, that anger, that jealousy that people create. The things that make people harm the poor, the rich, or weak or strong. And I guess you know you've done things wrong, and I have too, and I have felt the pain and shame and games that go on in my head for minimal things that I have done. And you've done worse, perhaps, or will do worse. You never know what you're capable of, and in the future you might look back and just shrug it off. You could leave a child in the desert alone. You could leave a child hanging on the phone. You could leave a child with their mother and stroll off to a brothel. Who knows what you'll do when you do best or worst or whatever you caressed. And you'll live for desire, and you'll be higher than you were before on whatever you take to make you forget the things you've done, and whores and drugs and guns that you love. You'd kill if given a good reason. You'd rape if anyone was around. And you could get away with it and hide under the ground. You'd do anything for the things you found, and find you will the pain you'll feel if you ever realize that you made people ill. And I guess you might not ever learn the things that taught me personally to be where I am, and to be free to be able to speak this in my mind on recordings, on the web, on the bed, on the head of all that live, that listen close, and maybe you will listen most. And in the time that you will grow, you'll listen to the greats and the people that truly do know, if you take the time to separate yourself from projecting the self upon this world. Realize you're wrong. We are all wrong. The gong's been hit on your life. There's no future now. There is no wife. You've done enough to seal your fate. You'll die and be born, reincarnate, and you will be something so great in your mind, but really you'll just be a sand in the hands of time. Just another fleshy, useless being, consuming all the things they think that will give them power over another, and you'll just do things like any other brother. And you will want what you will want, and as a teen, you'll take what you got. You won't give anything back to the world, and if you do, you'll do it to sell. It's not money, honey, that you need. It's something more inside your mind that takes you away from the things that make you normal and just want these desires that are so boring to me. And I have desires. They're just so simple, just for release from all these creepy people. and the dark shadows that come into my being, into my world, and watch me do my work and listen to my thoughts. And they're from all these people in the world, just shooting them out into the world, just releasing them on every boy or girl. And you wonder if it makes people ill to be around the shadows of another brother, sister, mother, father, who knows who it is, your neighbor probably, who's taking heroin in the next room.